Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode. Thank you for being here. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm asked all the time whenever I do a webinar, a live event, and that is probiotic. And I want to hit off this episode by asking you, what is your intention of taking a probiotic if you are taking a probiotic supplement? What is your intention if you're considering taking a probiotic supplement? Like, what is your intention? Oh, is it because your best friend told you that this probiotic really helped her, that you want to try it again? Is it because you just want to have an optimal gut health? You don't have any issues, but this is what your intention is? Or maybe your intention of taking a probiotic supplement is to reduce some gas, some bloating, some constipation, diarrhea that you're experiencing. So you have some digestive issue. What is your intention? So that we don't blindly take things, not knowing what they do in our bodies. The basis of my practice as a health coach is to help people reconnect to their bodies. So, no blindly taking supplements because somebody said something about this supplement or I read something online that may help my symptoms. There is no universal supplement. There's just what works for you where you are right now. This is why I work one-on-one with people at the beginning so that they really understand what's going on in their bodies and the intention behind taking anything, even diet. But today's episode is probiotic. So, what's the intention? It starts there. So, today, I'm not going to talk about any kind of supplement. I'm very wary about recommending any type of supplement, probiotic supplement. I get asked that all the time, and my answer is the same. There's no universally healthy supplement. There's just what works for you. So across the board, what I came across in my practice and people talking to people and working with people at the beginning, most of them take probiotics. They've tried a lot of things, a lot of diets, a lot of supplements, including probiotic supplements. Across the board, people haven't seen any kind of change in their symptoms. Very few have seen a positive impact in their symptoms. And it's not black or white, but most of these people have had gut issues, not on a consistent basis, but every now and then they had some bloating. So they took a probiotic and they saw some great effects. Most people see no change. Then there's a few people that I talk to that have worst symptoms after taking a probiotic. This is why I will say this until the day I die, probably. There is no universally healthy diet. There is no universally healthy supplement. There's just what works for you where you are right now. I work with people who have gone through surgery, doesn't work. What they can eat and what they can take is not the same as someone who has had some mild bloating, diarrhea for some time. Not the same thing. They can't take the same supplements. They cannot. So it's where you are right now. That's all there is. Again, this is why I work one-on-one with people at the beginning so that they get to reconnect to their bodies. When they're in pain, we have to manage that pain first, okay? And then we talk about any kind of probiotic. As a health coach, what I always work with my clients is always going back to the basics, how our ancestor used to live They didn't have any probiotic supplement. They didn't have any supplements for that matter. They just ate food. So I always like to go back to the basics with my clients. And in this episode, I want to give you a list of probiotic and prebiotic foods. I'm going to tell you what the difference is that you can incorporate based on your symptoms, based on your allergies, based on your preferences. So why am I talking about probiotics and why am I asked about probiotic supplements? I'm asked about probiotic usually not from people who have just gut issues, but people who want better gut health. What does that mean? Gut health means so many things. The industry has just given this very vague definition of gut health. People really don't understand it, what that means. So they take tons of supplement based on the articles that they read, tons of dietary things that they incorporate, but they don't know exactly why. This is why I'm saying, what is your intention? I'm talking about gut health is actually the trillions of bacteria that you have in your gut. You have good bacteria that promote gut health and general well-being, and bad bacteria that increase inflammation and ill health. It's not about not having bad bacteria and only having good bacteria. You need both, but you need a balance of it with having a little bit more of a good bacteria in your gut to have this gut health and well-being and great mood, because the gut is the second brain. So everything that goes on in your gut, if your gut is imbalanced, your mood is going to be impacted. You're going to be more irritable, more stressed, more anxious without apparent reason. You're going to have more brain fog. You're going to wake up earlier, like more, not earlier, but more tired, even if you have slept for hours. If you get cold really often, if you get eczema all over your body or acne, people don't understand that this is the consequence of poor gut health. People think that gut health is just bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and they think, oh, I don't have all that. I have great gut health, but they're sick all the time, or they have such brain fog they can't make a decision or see the solution to a problem that they have. Gut health impacts everything. You have trillions of bacteria in your gut. Fun fact, you have more bacteria in your gut than there are stars in the galaxy. So, this living microorganism in your gut are going to play a crucial role in your health, physical and mental, or your ill health, physical or mental. So, as I said today, I just want to go back to the basics and give you a list that is non-exhaustive. I just want to mention that. It's based on my own preferences and the preferences of my clients. So, before we get on to it, I am going to give you a list of probiotic foods. What are probiotic foods? Probiotics are the healthy bacteria you already have in your gut. Okay. But the most important thing is not probiotic food, it's prebiotic food. Prebiotic foods are the foods that feed the healthy bacteria in your gut. When it comes to probiotic foods, there's research that has shown that any probiotic food that you ingest, you poop it out 30 to an hour after ingesting it. So really, not that great. So all you need to know, actually the most important thing you need to know is prebiotic food. The food to feed the healthy bacteria so that they multiply, so that everything comes into balance and you have more healthy bacteria than bad bacteria. And every symptom that you have can be a little bit mitigated, like reduced. So it's a non-exhaustive list based on my preferences and my client. So prebiotic foods. Prebiotic foods. So why am I saying that it's based on your symptoms? Because there's onion and garlic as a prebiotic food that feed the healthy bacteria in your gut that a lot of people with Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, even IBS cannot eat. So if this is you, don't even try it. I can eat it when it's cooked. Like I love it. It's a great anti-inflammatory foods. Like I put some chicken breast, I boil them and I put a lot of garlic and a lot of onion on it. It wasn't always the case, but I can eat it now. If that's not you, don't even try it. Other prebiotic foods are artichoke. Um, There's yogurt. Yes, it's also probiotic food. There's chickpeas. There's leek. There's apple. There's asparagus. There's tempeh. If you don't know what it is kind of a kind of it's a it's not meat, but it is protein. It is vegetable protein. There is apples, there is aged cheese that you can, bananas are great, prebiotic foods. So this is a non-exhaustive list. Like some people love to do some combinations. There's also um, avocados and flaxseed and seaweed. So they love making a combination, like putting some oats with some milk and some apples and some cinnamon, which is very anti-inflammatory. And that's it. Or other people like to take some um, bread and just put some avocado on it, avocado toast with a little pepper and um, a little pepper and curcuma, which is a great superfood when you combine black pepper and curcuma. So yeah, they have they do some combinations of prebiotic foods because they understand how their gut works. They understand the foods that are going to feed the healthy bacteria. So the most important thing is prebiotic foods. Now, because I know there's a lot of buzz, people want to always have some probiotic foods. Probiotic foods, as I said, is the bacteria that you already have in your gut. Usually, people say research shows that when you ingest these foods, you just poop it out, um, maximum an hour after, but I'm gonna give it to you anyways. So there is a great probiotic food, which is apple cider vinegar. I don't do it, but some of my clients do. When they get up in the morning, they put a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in warm water. Some people always also put some honey to sweet it out, and they just eat that. They drink that first thing in the morning. Then there's any kind of yogurt. If you live in a country that has Greek yogurt, I know that there's very different definitions according to the countries. I'm Greek, so our yogurt, the best yogurt that you can have is the yogurt that has some skin at the beginning, and then there's the yogurt. That skin, this is the amazing probiotic. It's not the yogurt itself, but it's that skin. I know that a lot of people, a lot of my friends hate that. They don't like it. So if you don't like it, or if you live in a country where you don't have that, don't worry. Any kind of other yogurt, I'm gonna be a little bit bummer It's not going to be a great probiotic. It's that skin that's that probiotic. And any kind of yogurt that has sweeteners like blueberry yogurt or strawberry yogurt, stay away from it. There's artificial sugar. You're not going to get anything for your gut. Then there's everything that is fermented. So kimchi, which is if you live in a country where there's Chinese food or Japanese food, you can try it. I hate it. I really don't. My dog's name is Kimchi because it's really good for your gut, but I don't like it. You can try it, but if you don't like it, you always have to like the foods. This is why I'm giving you a list that is not exhaustive because otherwise you're not going to eat it. Then everything that is raw milk, not vegetable milk, obviously. Sauerkraut, everything that is fermented, kombucha. Kombucha is fermented, but there's a caveat, there's a lot of sugar on it. Sugar is the most inflammatory food ever. So I have some clients that have had some adverse effects, so increased symptoms because of kombucha. Try it out. If you want to try it out, kombucha is great for me, but that's me. There's no universally healthy food. So just try it out. If you feel that your stomach's getting upset or it might get upset, just stop it. Then there's pickles. I love pickles. I don't know if you love pickles. I do my own pickles. You take a small cucumbers, you put it in a mason jar, you fill it with water, some salt and some vinegar, and you let it marinate. You leave it for like 20 days, and then you have the best homemade pickles. I love it. It's a great um, probiotic foods. Then there is olives. If you don't like any other things that I put on that list, olives great. I love olives. It's a great probiotic food. You can put olives, you can eat them like this. You can put it in a salad with a little of fermented cheese, like the very aged cheese, like Parmesan. And it's a great probiotic meal. And spirulina, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a powder. It smells for me like the sea. It tastes bad. It like doesn't taste anything, but it's a great probiotic food to put in your smoothie. You can't put it anywhere else. Like I cannot. Maybe some of you can, but I put it in my smoothie. And it's a great thing to have first thing in the morning. So these are some of the options that you can incorporate in your diet. Okay. Now, nothing is black or white. Although, as a health coach, I always recommend going back to the basics. I understand that some people still want to take probiotics because it's so ingrained in their mind. Like, I have to take a supplement, otherwise, it's not going to work. If you want to take a supplement, I'm not recommending you take only a supplement. You have to always pair it with food. But if it also based on your intention. If you only want to, reduce your symptoms, increase your gut health, then you can take a probiotic to pair it with food. Always take a probiotic that has live bacteria on it. Now, I have done a lot of experiments in the pharmacy here in Greece where I went into the pharmacy and I said, I want a probiotic. And what they did was just give me options based on price points. None of them asked me, why do you want a probiotic? Like, do you have symptoms? Are you taking antibiotics? None of them. So, believe me, this is why I work with people one-on-one. Do not go to the pharmacy and just expect to have the best probiotic for you. Your doctor is the only one that can actually make that choice for you. If you have a doctor that has your history, he's the only one that can make that choice for you, not the pharmacy. What I can recommend, as I said, I'm very wary about recommending any kind of supplement, is always taking a supplement with live bacteria. And it's not a rule of thumb. I want to say it because people have said, oh, it's not always like that. It's not a rule of thumb, but most live bacteria supplements have to go on the fridge. So when I'm taking a supplement, I don't take supplements anymore, but when I feel like I'm tired, I haven't slept well for days, like I am more stressed than usual, I take a probiotic for like 10 days. And I always take a probiotic. I know now what it is, obviously, that being my job. I know what probiotic is a live bacteria. You only want to have that. It goes on the fridge. Mine goes on the fridge. Most probiotic supplements that you get in the pharmacy are dead bacteria. So you don't get anything. You don't get anything for your guts. Not one thing. So that's what I'm saying. You have to really be wary of what you put in your body. You have trillions of bacteria. It can really impact your health or your ill health. This is why I do what I do. So that's it. Obviously, if you're taking an antibiotic, you need to take a supplement. You need to know what supplement to take based on the antibiotic. Some antibiotics need to take probiotics before you take antibiotics and all the way through. Some antibiotics, you just have to take probiotics like at the same time and then a few days later. So there's no black or white. There's no universally healthy supplement. There's just what works for you based on where you are now. Now, if you want some help, if you have some questions based on probiotics, prebiotics, I know that these are most of the questions I have when I do any kind of workshop. Please leave it in the comment, or even better, just DM me or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram telling me what your symptoms were, if you're taking any probiotic, if you have seen anything good for you or not, like what you're struggling with. And I'll respond to you, and maybe we can hop on a 20-minute call if you want to. But DM me with any questions you have. I know this is something that a lot of people are struggling with, and I'm here to help. So I'll see you in the next episode.